A world-class football player with magical feet, Ronaldinho created mesmerizing dribbles that enchanted and captivated the hearts of fans worldwide. No one could help but be in awe of his innate talent. He elevated simple moves into an art form, and people marveled at him, calling him the magician on the football pitch. Yet, to all the fans, he was more affectionately known as Ronnie. Ronaldinho was born on March 21, 1980, into a modest family in the port city of Porto Alegre, Brazil, near Lake dos Patos. Like many other Brazilian football stars, Ronnie had a humble upbringing. Although his family faced hardships, Ronaldinho received the love and support of his close-knit family, especially from his father, João Moreira, who ignited his burning passion for football. João would often say, "You all just wait and see, this little one is a genius, he will become the greatest player in the world." Ronaldinho's talent became apparent early on. The name Ronaldinho was given to him not only because Ronnie was often the youngest and smallest player on the field among older teammates, but also because it became synonymous with him, creating its own unique history. However, the origin of this name stems from a painful memory. Ronaldinho's older brother, Roberto, joined the Grêmio football club, and from then on, the life of the Ronnie family began to change. Grêmio not only paid Roberto's salary but also provided them with a house for the whole family, including the young Ronaldinho. The young boy quickly realized how football could transform lives. From living in a rundown wooden house, he was moved to a two-story house with a swimming pool in front. Just a year after moving into their new home, Roberto, along with the Brazilian national team, embarked on a journey to Saudi Arabia to compete in the U20 World Cup, while his parents prepared to celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary. When Roberto returned, they would celebrate both their parents and his 19th birthday. But tragedy struck when Ronaldinho's father suffered a stroke, falling into the pool and passing away. That event forever changed Roberto's life as the eldest son in the family. He had to navigate both his football career and the challenges of life. Ronaldinho, only 8 years old at the time, quickly learned to let go of this sorrow. After that tragedy, Ronaldinho's fame continued to grow, while Roberto's career gradually declined. In 2002, Roberto made the decision to retire at the age of 31 and become a manager for his younger brother. Meanwhile, Ronaldinho embarked on a thrilling adventure. Someone once asked Ronaldinho, "Why do you always seem to be smiling?" Ronnie simply replied, "I am living the dreams of every kid from the favelas, escaping the alleyways and playing in brightly lit stadiums. I have to smile to motivate them." At the age of 8, Ronnie's talent began to blossom as he fell in love with the sport of futsal. His friends called him Ronaldinho or Little Ronaldo in admiration. The media also started to take notice when he scored 23 goals in a single local match. In 2001, after 4 years of building his reputation at his hometown club, Grêmio, Ronaldinho signed a 5-year contract with Paris Saint-Germain in France. The Parisian audience was considered the luckiest in Europe as they witnessed the amazing dribbles of the young man from across the Atlantic. Ronaldinho effortlessly executed bewildering feints against the opposition, showcased futsal-like moves in tight spaces, and left defenders in his wake with his lightning-fast acceleration. It was as if he was programmed to perform these skills. Watching him play, people temporarily forgot about life's difficulties because one of his feints alone could evoke the same emotions as a goal. In 2003, Ronaldinho had become a prominent player and was sought after by top clubs. That year, Joan Laporta ran for the presidency of Barcelona and declared his intention to bring David Beckham to Camp Nou. On the other side of the battlefield, Florentino Perez decided to outshine his rival by offering more money and pulling Beckham to the capital, Madrid. Laporta had no choice but to recruit Ronaldinho to salvage the situation. And so, Ronnie embarked on a journey from PSG to Manchester, only to detour to Barcelona midway. That was his fate. Meanwhile, after a friendly match at Sporting Lisbon, Sir Alex Ferguson said to the board, "We will not leave here without Cristiano Ronaldo, and the rest is history." CR7 arrived at Manchester United to make history. Ronaldinho, on the other hand, had to make history in his own way. Later, the media reported that Real Madrid could have signed Ronaldinho earlier, but they decided to cancel negotiations because Perez preferred handsome players, while Ronnie was deemed too ugly with his protruding teeth. The subsequent results were clear to everyone. During Barcelona's dark times, Ronaldinho emerged and ushered in a golden era for the club. He led Barcelona to 2 consecutive La Liga championships and captured the Champions League title in 2006. Real Madrid, on the other hand, descended into crisis as the Galacticos 1.0 policy crumbled, leading to Perez's resignation in 2005. When asked about the story of President Perez deeming him unattractive, Ronaldinho simply smiled and replied, "Yes, I may be ugly, but I create beautiful moments on the field." At Barcelona, the Culés dared not arrive even a minute late to the stadium and only left when the ball truly stopped rolling because even one of Ronaldinho's deceiving moves could evoke indescribable emotions. His performances convinced even the toughest audiences, like the silence that fell over Stamford Bridge when he effortlessly twisted and unleashed a genius shot. Or the way he made Real Madrid fans rise to their feet and applaud him after his brace in the El Clásico of 2005. It was considered the pinnacle of Ronaldinho's career, where he showcased his utmost skills, from his extraordinary technique and incredible speed to his flawless finishing ability. It was in that match that Sergio Ramos, playing in his first El Clásico, was deceived by Ronaldinho. Ivan Helguera, a Real Madrid defender, recalled that day, saying, "That was the most painful memory of my time at Madrid." The match ended, and a strange scene unfolded when the Madridistas stood up and applauded Ronaldinho. In an instant, his warm smile erased 100 years of rivalry in the El Clásico. There is a beautiful photo of Ronaldinho standing over a free kick in the El Clásico match, with legends Luis Figo, Ronaldo de Lima, Zidane, Beckham, and Roberto Carlos forming a valuable defensive wall. It was the most expensive defensive wall of all time, yet Barcelona had only Ronaldinho, and he conquered them all. During the peak years from 2003 to 2006, Ronnie played an unstoppable brand of football. He scored goals that no one else could, threaded passes that no one else could conceive, and dribbled through crowded areas with unrivaled inspiration. Ronaldinho was a true samba dancer during those years. When he dribbled, we saw a dance unfold at his feet, and there are truly no words to fully describe that beauty. Future generations may regret not being able to witness Ronaldo or Messi play, but for those fortunate enough to have watched Ronaldinho, it was a stroke of luck, akin to finding true love in their lives. All the greatest achievements and highest peaks were manifested at Barcelona. He not only mastered futsal and street football but also beach soccer. From flicking the ball over the heads of opposing defenders to executing intricate technical maneuvers and then unexpectedly slotting the ball home. Ronaldinho once said after winning FIFA's Best Player award for the second consecutive year, "God gives each of us a gift. Some can write, others can dance, but he gave me the ability to play football, and I must cherish that gift." In 2005, Ronaldinho starred in a commercial where he put on his boots, stood on the edge of the penalty area, and hit the crossbar 3 times in a row. It was the first YouTube video to reach 1 million views. Frank Rijkaard, who coached both Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho, shared, "Messi is the greatest player in history, but in certain aspects, Ronaldinho was still better and more entertaining to watch. I consider myself lucky to have coached both of them in the same team. Messi is exceptional and well-rounded in every aspect, but he couldn't bring the spontaneous moments like Ronaldinho did." Ronaldinho's career was truly beautiful as he achieved numerous prestigious accolades, from the Ballon d'Or to the Champions League and even the World Cup. Unfortunately, beauty is often fragile and short-lived. Harmful habits and late-night partying caused him to miss training sessions frequently. He began to experience a decline in form, and Barcelona ended the 2007-2008 season empty-handed. Frank Rijkaard departed, and Pep Guardiola took over. Ronnie's career started to decline. One of Pep's first actions was to remove Ronaldinho from the team. At that time, he played a crucial role at the club, contributing to a successful cycle and aiding Messi's development. However, his carefree lifestyle became a burden and negatively impacted the team. Barcelona tried various ways to change his lifestyle, but to no avail. Eventually, President Joan Laporta visited Ronaldinho's home and informed him that he would be sold to AC Milan. Subsequently, Laporta went to Messi's house and told him that the number 10 jersey would now be his. Messi understood what was happening. A new era had begun, not only for him but for Barcelona as well. From that moment, Ronaldinho was no longer at Camp Nou. He joined AC Milan for €20 million. At Milan, Ronaldinho continued his carefree lifestyle. He even requested a 1-week leave from the club to return to Brazil for Carnival. During his 3 years at Milan, he scored 26 goals in 96 appearances. In the 2011 to 2012 season, Ronaldinho returned to Brazil and played for Flamengo, scoring 15 goals in 33 matches. He then moved to Atlético Mineiro, where he spent 2 years and achieved a fourth-place finish in the FIFA Club World Cup in 2013. In the 2014 to 2015 season, he decided to move to Mexico and play for Querétaro but only managed to score 8 goals in 25 matches. The Mexican club terminated Ronaldinho's contract early due to his continuous unexplained absences. In 2015, Ronaldinho moved to Fluminense but only played 7 matches in a brief 2-month period. This would be his last club in his career. In the colors of the Brazilian national team, Ronaldinho was part of the squad that won the FIFA U17 World Cup in Egypt. 5 years later, he formed part of the legendary three-year trio alongside Ronaldo and Rivaldo, contributing to Brazil's 5th World Cup title. As the 2006 World Cup approached, the Brazilian media elevated Ronaldinho to the highest pedestal, believing him to be even better than Pelé. However, the high expectations quickly turned into disappointment as Seleção were eliminated in the quarterfinals. Although the failure was not entirely Ronaldinho's fault, his lack of determination and carefree lifestyle prior to the tournament tarnished his reputation in Germany. To this day, Ronnie has played a total of 98 matches and scored 33 goals in the yellow and green jersey. The smooth ball control, the elastico trick, and Ronaldinho's infectious smile will forever live in the hearts of millions of football lovers. You may dislike Messi, you may not be a fan of Ronaldo, but if you have a love for football, you cannot hate Ronaldinho.